Hey people, D-Man here, and today I'm reviewing the Owl House Season 2, Episode 12, and I gotta say, man, this episode was very good. It was awesome, actually. It progressed the story a little bit, it had some good moments in there, and there's two good plot points in this. I'll do spoiler-free then spoiler. So spoiler-free, it's good. You should watch it if you haven't watched it. Don't know what you're taking so long, but just go watch it. It's good, and it brings up some stuff. And that guy, he's definitely the other guy. Can't really say it without spoiling it. Anyways, let's get into spoilers, because that's all I can really say without spoiling it.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, share this video, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Okay, spoiler alert. Okay, so this has two plot points in it. This has Luce and Eda'S sister. I forgot her name. What's her name? I'll think about it in a minute. I'll probably get it in a minute. But anyways, and then it has Eda meeting her father. And it's the first time we actually get to see her father. So let's go over that one first. So basically, Luce and Eda'S sister go off on this adventure because of a certain thing that we'll get into a little bit later. But then they leave Eda home with King and obviously, Hootie. And her mother's there. And her mother is talking to her, obviously. So her mother's talking to her about her father, and she doesn't want to hear anything about it, so she tries to run away. At the end, she actually does end up getting away almost, but then her father is outside waiting for her. And she goes to talk to him, and she's very upset because he wants to, he forgives her, right, for what she did, and she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to be forgiven because she thinks she did a wrong thing, obviously. Which I'm sure a few people can relate to. I know I've done something like that before, and I can relate to that. Not as bad as she did, obviously, but just relating in terms like that, obviously. Anyways, so there's this talk there's a talk between her and her father. We get to see her father's face and stuff. And it turns out when she was at Owl Beast, she did something to her father, and she scarred him for life. And she scarred his face. He looks like he lost an eye because of it, and also a lot of his body. It looks like because he has tremors in his hands, so that's something as well. So that's very interesting. And with Eda, he gives her he used to be a talisman carver, I guess, and with Eda he gives her like a tree sapling that makes the talisman trees because he's trying to regrow them because Bellows has probably cut down most of them because Bellows is a jerk. So he gives her a tree seed that will make a tree, obviously. I'm sure this is going to come into play later on in the series, hopefully. Or else it wouldn't make any sense to give it to her. And then they kind of have like a family moment there, and they kind of just reconcile their differences, and it's pretty good, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, that's about it. And it's been like 20 years since they've seen each other. That's something. That is something. I haven't seen my dad for like who knows, like 10 years now. It's crazy. But yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, so that's that part. Anyways, now the next part is Luce going on an adventure with Eda'S sister. They go to find a time vortex portal thing to go meet the writer of the book that he made a doorway back to Earth. So they go there, and they find the time portal. It goes to a bunch of different places, and then they go through the time portal to the past, and they go searching for this guy. They finally find him, And it turns out he's kind of a bad person. A really bad person. He basically manipulates people into getting what he wants. So that's about it. Um, and basically he sacrifices people because it seems like he sacrificed quite a few people just to get what he wants. So that's a little bit messed up. But anyways, they find him. They go looking for what he needs to make the portal, which is supposedly the collector, which is somebody that we don't know about yet. But people have speculated on him, I'm sure. But we don't know about this person yet. They could be anybody. And he's looking for the collector, and in the process, Eda and Luce, not Eda, sorry, Eda'S sister and Luce, they kind of just have this adventure. They go and they fight a creature, and Luce listened to Eda'S sister, so she was able to calm this creature down, even though she never said anything about how to calm it down. But whatever, cartoon logic. And then at the end, they punch that guy in the face, and they leave back to their time, and that's about it. And the reason why she was there, by the way, is because she got a new job as a librarian, pretty much, or an assistant librarian, or something like that. And Emperor Bellos knows about this, but he's just kind of keeping an eye on them. He's not actually doing anything to them, so that's something. So yeah, so they just, so she got a new job, and she got she got like a little party for it. So it's pretty funny. And then we have the end scene where we have this guy that they were looking for. And it turns out he's doing the same thing Emperor Bellos does. He cracks open talismans and absorbs their essence through his eyes and nose. And he also has a scar on his face that looks like it was growing. So I'm almost certain he's Emperor Bellos. Just an older Emperor Bellos. 100% I'm certain he is Emperor Bellos, and he's up to something, that's for sure. He seems to hate all witches. He seems to be like very bigoted and like border like pretty much racist towards them. Not even borderline, just pretty much racist towards them. And he calls them barbarians and stuff like that. And I'm thinking he definitely has a plan. I'm thinking his plan is to somehow connect the world so humans can get the witches, maybe like enslave them or like do something to them. Although the world's vastly different now, so I don't think the world's going to do that. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens because he has a dastardly plan, and I'm almost certain that he's Emperor Bellos. So he must have got some kind of a mix, life elixir, I guess, that made him not age very fast. Maybe like the Philosopher's Stone or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, very interesting indeed. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. That's the best way to keep my channel. Link down below to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace.
Just remind you to subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment, and share this video. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok down below.
Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby. And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look over here, buddy. Look over here.